trying to
That was
stay
our
fit.
lintel. Well, it's not there anymore. So.
Yeah. But again, you look back at that and you'll see just how tough a 12-minute race like that is.
So they're doing a bit of a clean-up, and then I think, are we on to...
Seniors.
Senior match.
Seniors, and then Junior Primo.
So we are 2 races left today at the second round of the Kart Championship.
Now, what viewers on the Karting Live TV YouTube channel and the Kart Championship YouTube channel, I don't want to alarm you, but after Riley Bishop just dog-walked the rest of the junior Rotax field, we now move ahead to senior Rotax, where his teammate, Lucas Blandford, has won by more than 6 seconds.
Do you think there is a chance of tying one arm behind his back?
I mean, something, that could be a thing, I'll stick my head out the window. Oi, Lucas, make it entertaining. But this is down to Kyle Dunford, to Elliot Dalton Ayres, Morgan Hudson Brown, Ronnie Coburn et al. To do something about it. Has Blandford shown his pace too early? Have the others simply been sandbagging, saving their tyres for the main event? We don't know, but that's why you should stay tuned to find out.
To find out.
Yes.
Come back and find out here at the channel you're already at.
Yeah, the channel you're already watching. Don't
stay tuned.
Don't change that dial, or don't press
touch that dial. Don't redefine physics.
Yes. Here we go. They're sitting and waiting.
It's important not to do that, by the way.
And again, what has been a glorious afternoon here in the Oxfordshire countryside. We've had a little bit of history with Zayn Sofawoglu becoming the first Turkish driver to stand on an MSUK British Championship podium, providing, of course, he hadn't been kicked out in scrutineering. I don't think he has.
He didn't seem to do anything wrong to me when I was watching the whole race. Okay, here we go. They're rolling for senior.
Yep. And
so they do 2 laps.
Yes, 2 laps, and then a lot more in the race. Your full starting lineup. Lucas Blandford, and with a perfect score, no points. In cars, you get 0 points.
No points. Well, that's fair enough. You got no points when you arrived as well.
That is perfect. He has won every single race in heats and superheats over the course of the last day and a half. Kyle Dunford and Elliot Dalton Ayres are next. Then it's Morgan Hudson Brown on the outside of row number 2. Coburn and Liam Phillips on row 3. Archie Hogan and Jason Dukis, row 4. Alex Timmins, Noosh Sofa Leathers. It should be Noosh. It's Noosh Safa Leathers. I didn't say sofa leathers. I'm thinking about a leather sofa, which has nothing to do with the kart driver. Michael Ambler.
Kart 40
is.
Keep going. Sorry,
Kart 40.
Kyle Dunford has got himself out of position, and then his shortcut of the track to get himself back in position.
Oh, okay.
So he cut out the loop down towards the Stratford hairpin and just cut across into the Bruno chicane to get his place back in again.
Michael Ambler, Bradley Keaton, Sam Kelbrick, and Harvey Wilson.
There's a lot of karts out of position in this race.
Yes.
We obviously missed whilst chatting about the grid. Some kerfufflage.
Yes, Kyle Dunford was slow off the line. They thought, he's not racing. This is key. You've got to get to Lucas Blandford now. If you're not hassling him and forcing him to defend, by turn 3, he's going to go. Lights have gone out. He's off and racing.
Here comes turn 3.
Here's turn 3. It's a false start. False start. Okay, you get a second bite of the cherry. The Kiddix Racing Team. Dunford has to time his start perfectly. And then he has got to squeeze Blandford to the inside through turn number 1. Lucas will know this. Kyle has got to, in true Spinal Tap fashion, he's got to turn the aggression up to 11.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you can pinch Blandford to the inside going through turn number 1, you've got half a chance of staying alongside and squeezing him wide coming out of Cafe Corner. And then it's a case of making it as wide as you can for 12 minutes. He's going to need help from Morgan Hudson Brown here. Has he made a good start? It is a good start. He's trying to squeeze him, but no, Blandford he's just too good through turn number 1. And Dunford tried. Oh, we're going to. It's yellow. Yellow flag waving. And we're going to slow down again. Yes, somebody is in the barriers.
Full start again. We've got a second full start.
Yeah, now, who is in the barriers? It is Jason Dukis. There he is, in said barrier.
Oh, dear.
And is that a red flag being waved? It is a red flag being waved. So the red flags are out. And...
it's just Dukis at the side of the track. I think they couldn't get him away again in time.
Oh,
he's fine.
No, he's fine.
But he's
the
damaged
barriers
the barrier,
aren't. They're
his exhaust has fallen off.
Yes.
Oh, my exhaust has fallen off, he's saying.
Probably when it...
He's looking quite annoyed.
There's two drivers.
Is there a second driver there?
There's a second driver. So
he's got his helmet off already. Yeah, you're right.
The number 53. Right, let's do some investigatory
53
work.
Has been pulled out and looked unhappy.
Yes. Now, Keaton is one of them.
So it's Bradley Keaton and you said it was Jason Dukis, you said, with the other one.
Yeah, Jason Dukis is the other one there. So Bradley Keaton, the 15, and Dukis is up. Now, that may have been... Oh...
He's upset, Bradley, isn't he?
I'm not sure if he's... That's Michael Dukis with his
Michael
crash
Dukis
helmet
upset.
off.
Oh, he's upset, okay.
I'm not sure if that was a singular incident or that was two separate accidents.
I think it's... you know what I think? I think there is an... I don't know if it's just me or everybody. I think there is an element where people don't see where a full start has been called. I don't see anywhere around here, which you see most tracks.
Post one, as you know, isn't... The problem is that when they're going so fast... By the time they get the first marshal post,
look where
post
they've gone off. That's when somebody else realises. Then people go, it's full start, and different people slow down at different points.
Yep.
Some people don't know it's a full start and are going for it,
yep.
and then they're in the wrong place to slow down. This is why we've had 2 or 3 incidents on this corner.
Yes.
I think just caused by the fact they just need to find a lot of light panels with full starts in it.
Yeah, I mean, you've got that marshal at post 3 that there's got... But of course, you're blinded coming out of Cafe Corner. Suddenly, you're at full chat and drivers are slowing down. Now, I think, who is that trying to pick their go-kart up? That is, that's Keaton. There's 4 wheels still on the wagon, but they are not facing the correct way. So there's a track rod gone, and the Orange Army are...
Are they going to let him drive back, or are they going to ask?
No. If you weren't running at the time of a red flag, you are not permitted to take the restart.
So getting the car off the track, they're running around with the. They're just trying to clear everything up. I mean, I think it's one of those things. Accidents caused by different people understanding when the full start flag is waved.
Yes, and they're going to bring the cart off. Now, that's.
I assume they're
fortunate racing. Although now that mechanic is working at a. I mean, I'm wondering if a call has come through saying, right, fit, or are we just trying to get off the track quickly?
No, I think they're just trying to clear the track.
He's probably realised how much unlucky he's had. Right, just get it in the back of the van and let's get home. He's
got a broken track rock. He's 5 minutes away from being able to get anywhere at minimum.
Yeah.
If he's got one already measured up to put on, which you don't necessarily have when it's not something you do at the time. That's the.
Oh no, helmet is off, and the 2 drivers are chatting to each other, which tells me they're not upset at each other. They're just upset at the situation.
Life.
Yeah. At life in general.
What has been the hand that's been dealt with them at the senior Rotax final here at the TKC Round 2 in Shenington.
Yeah.
So the flags have come in now. I assume they're going to roll them round for a lap.
Yes, they will have another start. So this is Kyle. Right, Kyle Dunford has got one more opportunity. His second attempt.
Here's another opportunity. What if Lucas Blanford hasn't put enough fuel in?
Oh, now we could be. But Blanford knows what Dunford is going to try and do. Dunford knows that Blanford knows what he's going to try and do.
It sounds like a really bad pop song.
Yeah.
Little does he know that she knows that. Anyway. So
I know that you know that she knows.
I'm not actually allowed to sing on the streams normally. I get in trouble.
Well, that's okay. That's fair enough. I mean, I nothing beats a bit of karting commentary and a bit of a sing-song, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, yeah.
Now,
here we go.
It's
roll off for a lap.
One of the key players could be the driver that is now second in line, Morgan Hudson-Brown, the ultimate R number 69. If he anticipates the start and pushes Dunford to the line, that will help. And Dunford, that's a deliberate thing. I'm going to set off quicker than Blandford. There's a psychological element there.
Yes.
Maybe because he thinks, well, I led something. It was a rolling lap, but I led something.
Yeah, I'm great. I'm a winner.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm a winner.
Quick, take a photo. But again, on both occasions, it's Blandford's acceleration through out of Cafe Corner. He's always got a 3-kart length lead by the time we get to Cafe Corner. Now that, let's see what the next. Now, I mean, of course, if I was Elliot Dalton-Ayres, I wouldn't be pushing Lucas Blandford. Why help the person that has whooped your backside in every race get away at the start? So hang back, Elliot. Let's have a look.
Here we
Let's
go.
Oh, Dunford does try and come across.
Nope. There.
Oh, and it hasn't quite worked. He's 6-0 at the inside, runs wide. That's all she wrote. The battle's on for second.
We're away, and we haven't got a restart this time. And they have got the full 12 minutes again.
Yep.
Lucas Blandford, who'll be leading those 12 minutes, is in the lead. Second place will be Carl Dunford in the 40, who had his own weird excursion prior to the start of the first race.
Yes.
And now they come down and kind of glance over his right shoulder from Blandford, but you don't really need to. Why? It's really weird. He's got this issue. Don't worry about the time. The timing's saying second. He's got a strange issue with an erroneous transponder. I don't know what happened there.
Somebody has not clocked up properly, so you'll ignore the.
So just take one off all the names. So it says 2, it's 1. It says 3, it's 2. It says 4, it's 3. Let's keep on rolling. Keep on rolling.
Now, Morgan Hudson Brown up into second position for the Ultimate R team. New third place driver.
Elliot Dalton-Ayres, wasn't it, going through?
Elliot Dalton-Ayres, and so Dunford is back to fourth. Then the ST Racing cart of Liam Phillips. He has passed the man in black, Johnny Cash. No, sorry, Ronnie Coburn. And the next cart in line is number 13 cart, I think, of Archie Hogan. Well, it's a red and white Birrell, and I know Hogan is on a Birrell. Is it the number 13 Birrell? I believe it might well. No, it's Michael Ambler. I do apologise. Archie Hogan has slipped to 10th.
Nope. Well, at least they're putting on a bit of a show for us in this second battle, because he's already at 1.7 seconds ahead. Is Lucas Blandford.
I mean,
they scrapple around.
6/10 of a second faster on the opening lap.
It's showing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But these guys putting on a good battle here. Again, 3 groups of 2, minorly differences. Morgan Hudson Brown and Elliot Dalton-Ayres are your second and third on camera now. And then we go into the hairpin. Much more than just. It's interesting. It's not for a victory, but it is, of course, for points.
Yes,
and
yes.
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if Lucas Blandford is going to enter the whole season. I think it looks like he's a picker and chooser. So it probably means at this point that if you are doing the whole season, it's very much about maximising what you can get.
You know, these are the drivers that, I mean, I think Blandford is a championship regular, but I mean, I can't recall the Kiddix team. Yeah, no, the Kiddix team were at Wardenmore, and Blandford has been a loyal supporter of this series. So. We will have.
You're going half a second last time. He's slipping.
Not even trying. Dear me. Close on the driver.
And there's a change there.
And
change in the block as well, which has brought that 3 sets of 2 into 1 set of 6.
Yeah.
As Elliot Dalton-Ayres takes the second place over from Morgan Hudson Brown, and I think Hudson Brown's now lost that one because Carl Dunford has leapt into third place. He's lost that as well, I think, at this point.
And this is where he showed in the outside line there. And these drivers have realised, look, what's the point in just sitting there and pushing each other on? Let's just have a bit of fun. The battle is on for second place. Dalton-Ayres has it, and it won't be long now before Dunford, Coburn, Hudson Brown and Phillips get their act together and set off in pursuit. You know, a bit like Smokey and the Bandit. They're in hot pursuit.
Suddenly appears to be able to gap this group.
Well, there was that one corner where, you know, there was a lot of chopping and changing. Coburn tried to make a move. Hudson Brown and Dunford slid up the inside as well. Dunford has now gone backwards. But But out of the...
they all go. The pack's quite condensed, apart from the leader.
Yeah,
and also
yeah.
second place as well now. So Elliot Dalton is really spoiling everything by making second not particularly exciting as well. Third and fourth, it's Coburn, Hudson Brown. Remember, Coburn's coming back from a poor grid position caused by that weird failure he had in the second superheat, where he pulled off the track and was very upset, but you can work out what it was. It's about to lose position. Hudson Brown was up the inside of Coburn. And lots of good manoeuvres there, and behind there's the 31 of Liam Phillips.
So you can hear John Stewart screaming, aggression, Liam, aggression, push. Liam, okay.
Sounds like he wants to start a fight.
Yeah.
I demand more aggression from you right now, young man.
Yes.
If you don't beat someone up, in my view...
Yeah, I'll be very upset. I'll double your invoice. Behind him, Noosh Suffer Leathers and Michael Ambler are battling.
Yeah, we've got time to chat in this race because what's happening. It's an interesting point you make about what a team manager, what a team coach, what a driver coach actually asks of their driver. Because the word aggression can be interpreted in 2 or 3 completely different ways.
I say aggression not in any way a negative sense. It's interesting. So Dave Richardson from Richardson Shashi Engineering, his son, who is here. He's 11 years old. He's working. He's on karts. He's mechanicking. Oh, we got a 3-wide moment there. And I said, he doesn't race anymore, your lad. And Dave goes, well, no, because he's very competitive, but he's also very risk averse.
Right.
And that's not. You have to take risks. And when team managers and driver coaches say on mechanics, to be aggressive, there is, mentioned it earlier, a risk and reward. To make a pass at 70 miles an hour against somebody that doesn't want you to overtake them, there is an element of risk in any overtake that you make.
Yeah, it's not actually physical risk. It's mechanical kart risk. It's not.
Yeah.
I think one thing that characterises most of these kids is they're not worried about the potential of getting hurt. They have this in their self-confidence. They're going to be fine. They are worried about being spun out. They are worried about losing points. They are worried about losing position in the race.
And so the aggression comes of you have to be aggressive to summon the courage to make a move. And what Dave was saying that actually Dave Richardson has found radio control car racing, because again you can be competitive and yet if you make a move in a radio control car, the consequences are limited. So we talk about aggression, not in a negative sense.
It's more forcefulness, isn't it? It's more. I think forcefulness is more, and you say also the ability to. On Beton, you just go for it. Go for the sort of ignore to a level the consequences, or ignore the potential consequences.
Yeah, and have faith in your own ability. Not throw caution to the wind, but be prepared to make a split-second decision. It's like, you've got to take that plunge. You've got to, don't be scared of a pass. If you make a mistake, you learn from it. Bent metal can always be fixed. It's not a problem. Yeah, you might upset somebody briefly, but everyone. The only way you learn how to overtake in the heat of the moment, inches apart, is by trying it and by occasionally making a mistake. Getting it wrong and making a mistake.
But we had a couple of mistakes made. Both Morgan Hudson Brown and Liam Phillips have race start penalties. So 4th and 5th aren't 4th and 5th. They're 5 seconds further down the road. But we're watching 2nd and 3rd at the moment. We are watching Elliot Dalton Rees and Ronnie Coburn fighting over 2nd and 3rd. The leader is 6.08 seconds ahead, and he's still 2nd and 3rd. But 4th and 5th are actually 5 seconds further back than they look. And
I'm looking at the lap times. Blanford is half a second a lap faster nearly every lap. Well, in fact, it is perfect because he's now on lap number 12. He's completed 11 laps, and he's 6.5 seconds up the road. So he's more than half a second a lap faster. Now, I know these drivers spent a couple of laps tripping over each other and squabbling, but even when they're running single file, Dalton is not defending, Coburn is not attacking. They're just trying to work together to make sure that there's nobody else in the battle for the minor podium placings, and still Blanford a 42.32, and if I were to tell you that is the only other, no one else has gone below a 42.65.
And that's Michael Ambler in 6th. They're not really in contention. Everyone else, you say, it was another half second they lost overall. This is not to denigrate what these guys here are doing. They're still racing hard as they can. But occasionally you get a bit of get someone out front who's on their day in that kart at that track, just in a different class. And half a second lap is a different class. It doesn't mean that if we went to, I don't know, let's say we go to Gig in a month's time and he's there, it might be completely different.
And it will be. Granagorse is a very, very different proposition to Shenington. Everyone says this is a horsepower track. Blandford has waft. That is.
He's in the corners well as well, though, isn't he?
He is driving the corner well. But I mean, Blandford has. When we get to Granagorse, where the tarmac is extremely abrasive, where no corner is flat, where there is positive or negative camber at every corner, where there are hills and valleys.
There are certainly hills.
There's lots of hills and
massive
valleys
climb
in North Wales.
There was an argument, isn't there, whether it's the highest climbing karting, from the lowest point to the highest part. Then someone named a different circuit.
Curitiba in Brazil, Paraíba.
Yeah, but we're talking about the UK.
Oh, UK.
Brazil isn't in the UK anymore.
Oh, no.
In fact, it never was, actually. It was part of Portugal for a while.
Oh, in the UK, is there a bigger dip or a climb? Oh, that's going to be one that that's going to set the old Buckmore Park would be it. From the bottom to the top of Buckmore Park, that's quite a trek.
Possibly, yeah. I've never been to Buckmore Park since they built that. I used to race. I'm from Kent. I used to race at Buckmore Park, but in the very, very long time ago, before they built that bottom downhill extension.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you
I was racing it just after they reopened it. After they shut it for a few years. When they shut it for a few years, that's where we used to have our RC track, and I started RCing at Buckmore Park.
Yeah, and then you can still see the RC track there, outside what is now one of the offices or one of the shops.
So we're now down to a minute and 20 to go. Blandford leads by, he's back a bit, and he leads by 7.8 seconds.
It's
going to 8.2 now. But it's a good battle here between Norton Ayres and Coburn. Coburn coming back from that disappointment in the second superheat. He's got this lap and two more, I'd say.
Yeah, Hudson Brown in 5th, and Hudson Brown not out of it yet. You can see now Coburn in that black number 77 starting to ask some questions of Elliot, Dalton, Ayres. Phillips, Ambler, Dunford, Hogan, Kelbrick, Wilson, Timmins, Safa Leathers, Keaton and Dukas. Safa Leathers out of the race, Keaton and Dukas. Maybe the bridge. No, PFI. That's not really
it's not
a fair comparison.
That's just going round a carousel, isn't it? They dug the hole in the first place again. I mean, it's an impressive piece of track, to be honest. I'm not going to denigrate Penn Fletcher International, but I'm just saying I don't think that counts as a hill.
No. But no. So
no, Buckmore Park's a good call. Unfortunately, because I haven't been there, I can't now in my mind go. Buckmore Park isn't really used for any owner-driver karting anymore, is it?
No. The Medway Kart Club has returned with a 6-round championship starting next month. No, starting this month. April. They got it right. April to October. 6 months, 6 rounds. The Medway Kart Club.
I had several nip-ups down the back straight at Buckmore Park. It cost me a fortune in the piston. So this is the days of choking your own carbs in the 1989, 1991.
Oh, the ICA is singing at 16,000 revs, and suddenly, bing, off you go.
And here's our leader.
Yes.
As he started the last lap, Lucas Blandford, he is actually possibly in a different race in his all-white overalls.
Yeah,
I kind of get Evel Knievel vibes from the look, I must admit.
Yeah, and he could probably jump the Grand Canyon if he wanted to.
You could say push it home from here.
Yeah, he could. Out of the final corner, it has been a cakewalk, a walk in the park for Lucas Blandford in a class of his own, an absolute. And look at that, Coburn gets it on the last lap.
See, as soon as we decide to go and show the leader, Coburn decides to make some action.
The one overtake of the race. The one overtake.
Well, frankly, I'm going to have all three of them down there for a chat.